Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. Today, we're at Medford Lakes Country Club in Burlington County. You know, this club began back in 1929. A gentleman by the name of Alex Finley, a Scotsman, who had come over to the States to design golf courses, designed the first 9 holes here at Medford Lakes. And then about 40 years later, a gentleman by the name of Harold Purdy, who had worked for the legendary Robert Trent Jones, came on site and designed the next 9 holes. So since the early 70s, they've had 18 holes of beautiful golf here at Medford Lakes. You know, this is an historic community. It's located right in the center of New Jersey's largest county, Burlington County. And it's right on the footprint of the Pine Barrens. It's an oasis for great golf and social entertainment here at Medford Lakes Country Club. We'll be back to take a look at the club, talk to some of the members and some of the club personnel. Inside Golf, right here at Medford Lakes Country Club. Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirsttphiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Welcome back to Inside Golf here at Medford Lakes Country Club. Bill Bondarock is the head pro. And Bill, thanks for having us out here.
Thank you
This
very
is
much,
your home
Harry.
now, huh? You're not from these parts
parts.
originally, right?
Correct.
Where you're up in the New England area originally?
Yes. Grew up in Boston and
Okay.
spent some time out in Northern California, and I'm in
Wound
South
up
New
here
Jersey.
in Burlington County.
Yes.
How long you been the head pro here at Medford Lakes?
Almost 3 years.
3 years. Tell us, in your impressions, a little overview of Medford Lakes. What kind of a golf course is it?
I love this little course. It's designed by an old-time Scottishman by the name of Alexander Finlay, and it's a really fun walking course. The green complexes have some slopes in them and great bunkering. Greens get really fast during the summertime, so it creates some real challenges for all kinds of golfers, both men and women. And junior golfers love this place because they can walk it.
That's what we like. To the eye, now this hole, number 14, we're standing on 14T.
Correct.
One of your favorite holes here, but to my eye, right away, I noticed the water. How many water hazards do you have here at Medford Lakes?
There's quite a few. We've got probably four different water hazards.
It's Medford Lakes, so we'd
Yes.
expect to have a little bit of water, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And,
This is a fun hole. Lots of different types of ways to play this hole. You could lay up off the tee shot with an iron, or you could try to
bomb it
over the corner of the water with a driver. But there's out of bounds left and water right. So,
in addition to, and this hole has the hazard on the right side, it has out of bounds, as you mentioned, on the left. Is there any other, so shall we say, defenses for the golf course? How about the greens, the slope of the green, the contour of the green?
Contours around the greens, the slopes and the speed of the greens create a lot of difficulty sometimes, but it's the grass around the greens. They grow the rough up pretty nice, and it just makes short game premium here at Medford Lakes.
We're standing at the 14 tee. Right behind us is 13 green. We'll take a look at that. And you talk about contour. You got a 2-level green there, and quite a difference from the back top to the slope down to the front of the green. And I'd say it dropped maybe 4.5, 5 feet. And then you got to the left. If you miss the green on your approach shot, that thing could roll right into the hazard.
Yeah, it's a very tricky little hole. It's a fun second shot.
Bill, somebody that's never been here before, you know, the question always arises, well, what about playability? Maybe they're a, 20 handicap or something like that. Are they going to enjoy this golf course?
Oh, absolutely. It's, we've got 4 different tee boxes, and we have a combo tee for the seniors. And the playability, it's just a lot of fun. The front 9 is tight holes, tree-lined fairways, and the back 9, it opens up. And there's a saying around the club, it's all about the back 9.
It's all about the back. It all goes down on the back 9, right? How about par 3s, for instance? So what's the range distance-wise of your par 3s?
Well, we have par 3s that range from 185 yards all the way down to 125. And some of them are really unique with bunkering all around the greens. It's just, the par 3s make the course. Some of the short par 4s are really interesting as well. In fact, there's a hole sitting right next to us, hole number 16. One of our members made a hole-in-one on it a couple years ago from 325 yards.
Wow.
A lot of fun.
Where's he now? Somewhere on the .com tour or something?
He's not, but he's one of the guys that'll be competing in our club championship for sure.
Sounds that way. 325 yards and he aced it, huh?
Yeah.
Not bad. You talked about Finlay and Peterson, the original golf course designers. Finlay originally went 9 holes, and then Peterson came along and finished off 9. And then you had Stephen Kay come in here and kind of tool around a little bit and tweak it. So, it sounds like the golf course is ready, keeping up with today's players.
I believe it is. It's very enjoyable and championship quality.
Sounds like it. Now I know you get together sometimes with some of the ladies here, and you have a little late afternoon little 3-hole thing called?
Yeah, tonight we're going to start the Hit and Giggle Club.
Hit and Giggle Club.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty entertaining.
It is. The ladies, they'll come out. These are ladies that, they have busy lives. They come over here for 3 holes, 5 holes, or 9 holes. I do a little clinic for them to begin the evening, and they have a cocktail if they like, and off they go.
I was going to say, where does the giggles come in? On the course or off? Or a combination of both?
Combination.
Combination of both. Hit and giggles. I'll have to try that sometime.
Come out and join them.
Yeah, I'd love to. You mentioned a little clinic, lessons. I know you were the section teacher of the year, PGA teacher of the year, back in the Bay Area, right?
Yes.
So you're the man to see if somebody's having problems with their game.
Yeah, I give quite a few lessons here at the club, and outside people can come to see me too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Check out Bill here at Medford Lakes Country Club. Bill, thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Good seeing you.
Take care.
My name is Mark Peterson. I'm proud to serve as Executive Director of the Golf Association of Philadelphia and the J. Wood Platt Caddy Scholarship Trust. My duties here at the Golf Association, I started as an intern. I became a Director of Operations, and then finally Executive Director. So I've basically touched every aspect of the association. I work hand in hand with each department and staff member, as well as the board and member clubs. So it's an exciting position. I can tell you that I have always loved tournament golf. Grew up playing high school golf, college golf, have played in many events, haven't had many victories, but played in a number of events. We're focused on player development, getting golf clubs in kids' hands in schools, but also running exciting championships. So it's a lot of fun here. I think some of the most enjoyable parts is just being out on the golf course, being out in nature. There's probably no better time to be on a golf course than setting up a golf course with the crew and the superintendent, cup of coffee in hand, sun just rising. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for all of your support here at the Golf Association of Philadelphia.
Oh no!
What?
Mandy keeps sending me pictures of the girls' shopping trip to Monco.
Why did you tell him you couldn't go again?
Because I told him that we needed to catch up on housework.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
Welcome back Inside Golf today at Medford Lakes, and we're with Kevin Ross. This is our members segment. We're talking to Kevin because, Kevin, you've been here, what, almost 30 years?
29 years, yes.
How did it all begin for you at Medford Lakes?
Well, my father was a member back in 1966, so it just was a generational thing in our family. When I got out of college, it's the first thing he told me to do. It was a great investment to come join Medford Lakes, and that's what I did right when I was 21 years old.
Back in those days when he joined, it was only a 9-hole golf course, right? And then a little bit later on, it expanded to 18. Got a favorite hole or two?
Favorite hole is definitely number 10. It is a par 4, plays about 370 yards from the back. It's a narrow landing zone, but the second shot is over water to a sloped green. When the green is running fast, if you're not careful and you're up at the top of the green, you could putt the ball right into the water off of the bottom of the green. So
you don't do that, do you? I didn't think so. He's been here for 29 years. He knows all the nooks and the nannies. Well, Kevin, good luck for a great golf season, and thanks for having us here at Medford Lakes.
Thank you.
Well, continuing our segment on members here at Medford Lakes, Anthony Dent, longtime member, a pillar of the community, right, Anthony? You're a superintendent of schools also here in Medford.
Yes. In my 4th year here at Medford Lakes, been a member for about 15 years now, and tight community. For me, it's great because a lot of the families of the kids that we have in school get to see them here on the weekends enjoying golf and having a good time.
You see a lot of people, I guess, come up to you and talk business too, or
no,
that stops at the parking lot.
They let me play golf and they leave school for Monday.
I can imagine what that must be like sometimes. What's your best advice to somebody who would, say, be interested in, maybe they drive by this place like you used to do years ago and say, boy, I wonder what Medford Lakes is all about? What would you tell them?
I would say that the community feel, the family, the tightness, certainly the social aspects. But for the golfers, it's a walking course, all day. You can walk whether it's the morning or afternoon. Short course as far as tee to green, but very tight. Requires a lot of good shots. You can work the ball right and left a little bit, but certainly gives you a challenge for the money that we charge.
Are there, from a standpoint of events, activities for youngsters, people with families? What's here? What would attract them?
We have a good junior golf program. Billy's been doing a good job getting the kids out. We have clinics. A lot of our kids from school will come out here on Friday afternoons and they'll do clinics, whether it's on the green or on the driving range. And parents will come out and hang out and socialize on the patio waiting for them. But certainly a lot of events throughout the year, various different parties and activities we have for the whole family, not just for the adults.
So very family oriented, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. From the time I started till now, you can see generations come through and families from outside, of course, of the area that they come and they like calling this their second home.
Well, we were outside with some of the members here at Medford Lakes. We're inside now with Rob Mendelli. Rob is the general manager here at Medford Lakes, and this is a new room, beautiful.
Brand new
room, huh, Rob?
So new, some of our members haven't even seen it yet.
The grill room, really? Yeah, they were away for the winter, now they're back?
Absolutely.
Voila. Boy, this, I'm sure they are really excited about this.
It's a big difference from what they saw in the fall, and we're happy to have them all come back. It's a completely new look, much more open, welcoming, and I think they're really going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's usually a little more crowded than this on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, right?
A little early for us right now.
A little early. Let's talk about, you've been here now, what, a year?
Just about a year.
All right, this is a big accomplishment, obviously. What is it about the lakes, as the people here like to call it?
They do.
What is it that makes it such an attraction?
Probably the sense of community that they have here in the lakes. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen in any other community. Medford Lakes is a small community within another township, And there's a sense of identity here that goes beyond just about anywhere. The members here, and we have quite a few now social members who do a little bit of golf, and a lot of wine and dine members who really just come for dinner. They come for dinner, lunch, be able to sit outside on the patio here in the grill room, have a drink, have a cold brew. Really a nice place to just come and relax.
Yeah, it is quite a relaxing environment you have here. Talking to a couple of the members, to
Yes.
Anthony and to Kevin, they talked about the social nature of the club when it's not just about the 18 holes of golf, family structured. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. We have all kinds of different events we do. We have a very successful comedy night just a couple of weekends ago. We have a family day coming up later this summer. People really enjoy bringing their children and bringing the family, so it's not unusual to see 2 or 3 generations here at one time.
How about outside events? Do you do weddings, for instance?
We do. We do all kinds of social events, from showers, christenings, weddings, you name it, we've hosted it here. Quite a few of our members actually had their weddings here over the course of the year.
All right, and as time evolves, you'll have the children of children coming back.
That's right.
And holding their functions here
That's
as
right.
well.
We're looking forward to it.
Going forward, you know, somebody in your position, we have the opportunity to talk to managers, general managers of various clubs around the Philadelphia area. You can't stand still. You have to be ahead of the curve, it seems, all the time, don't you?
We've got to provide value. There's lots of places you can be a member, and our members, we hope, feel that there's a real value to being here. That sense of community that I mentioned is part of the value, but there's lots of little things that we do for them. So we hope that they feel well tended here and comfortable, and this is the right place for them.
I know from looking at your website, you have various types of membership. It's not only about golf.
That's right, that's right. Some of our memberships, and it's growing all the time, are our social members who, they may only get out there and golf once a month, if that many. It's very inexpensive. They can still use the facility, they can golf, they can use the driving range on the day they golf, but they have access to the bar, to the restaurant, then they can hold social events here too. We're a private club, so holding that membership is important if you want to have your baby's christening or something like that here too.
So if you're in Burlington County or beyond, Medford Lakes Country Club is the place to be. Right?
It is.
Especially the new grill. Hey, Rob, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Good seeing you. And we'll be back. More from Medford Lakes coming up right here on Inside
I thought
Golf.
all the people in the 18th hole are all solid, but they're very vanilla in terms of their approach.
Welcome back as Inside Golf continues with our teed off panel. Today we're at the Valley Forge Casino Resort, in particular the beautiful Valley Beach. What a summer they have planned for you. Come on out and experience live entertainment. Thursday through Sunday, they got a taco truck here serving street tacos and a lot more. All happening right here at Valley Beach. All right, gentlemen, we have Marty Emino from the Golf Association of Philadelphia. He is Director of Operations. Good to have you back, Marty.
See you, Harry. How are you?
Sean Palmer, head professional at the Union League at Tarsdale. Frequent contributor, right, to Inside Golf and Teed Off. And this is Quinn Spitzer. He's back. He is the Vice President of Golf Association of Philadelphia. His brother made it to the show before he did. Talk about your brother, John.
That's correct.
Yeah. USGA Mahaf.
He would say that.
Well, and he is. He's the guy that makes sure everybody's hitting the right equipment. All right, guys. Since we're on television, Marty, and I know you're a big fan of televised golf, even if it's not a Golf Association of Philadelphia event, but normal tour coverage. We're going to be talking about golf analysts, guys on the 18th tower, on the holes, interviewers, whatever. Give me a list of your favorites. Let's start with combination 18th tower.
Well, I think Jim Nantz and Nick Faldo have probably set the precedent with that. You know, Jim Nantz is so smooth in everything that he does. His delivery, his choice of verbiage, just, you know, it's like he's been there before and he makes you feel like he's right next to you on the couch.
He has been there a lot. And at a young age, he started with CBS. He was at Augusta back in the mid-'80s, so one of his great lines is when Nicklaus is making that charge in '86, the bear has come out of hibernation. A lot of people think maybe he picked that up someplace. He didn't. That was a great ad lib. Sean, your preference for 18 tower combinations?
I'm with Marty here, Harry. I think
CBS now is
CBS,
off to a 2-0 start.
2-0.
Huh?
I mean, coming fresh off the Masters too, and watching that final stretch, there's nothing better. And you almost anticipate what they're going to say when the champion hits that final putt or makes that shot, because that goes down in the record books too. So it's there's a lot of anticipation, but I don't think anyone beats that.
One
team.
for the ages, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, how about you, Quinn?
I was always a Johnny Miller fan. You know, I thought all the people in the 18th hole are all solid, but they're very vanilla in terms of their approach. Johnny Miller didn't have to tell you it was a great shot, but he did tell you when people made mistakes. He told you why he thought they made mistakes. He may have been wrong, but it was actually intriguing and it got you thinking.
Well, and he's, I don't know if the word is not afraid, or 2 words, but he will level criticism, like you said, and, you know, it still shows up on the practice tee the next day, and some guys may resent what he said the previous day about him, Marty, but Johnny Miller, I think, is at that stage in his life, in his career, and his resume where he can get away with that and not worry about it.
I think it's actually pretty entertaining television when he and Roger Maltby talk to each other, because it's almost like, you know, that's a 6-foot putt straight up the hill, a little break, no worries about it, and then the guy misses it and like, well, I don't know how he can miss that putt. I mean, I
well, that's true.
That, you know, 9 out of 10
and sometimes I think he takes that a little too far. Like, this is an easy 12-footer, isn't it, Roger?
Well, you know, he's got 285 over water. If he plays a little cut here, he'll land it on the right side of the green, it should roll right to the hole, and then the guy doesn't do it, and he's like, I don't know why he couldn't pull that shot off. It's not that hard, you know.
Can't believe he left it 15 feet from the hole.
But him and Maltby with that interplay, I think they're very comical. They're funny. Agree. They don't, you know, mind dishing out criticism. I haven't heard lately that too many players have pushed back. I think everyone's probably a little bit used to it. That
they were used to it.
You know, if you're going to hit a bad shot, he's going to tell you hit a bad shot. But if you hit a good shot, he's going to tell you hit a good shot.
Right. You know, we've seen also in the last couple of years on Golf Channel and NBC, Terry Gannon. I don't know how familiar you are with Terry, his background. He played collegiate basketball at North Carolina State for Jim Valvano when they won the NCAA championship. He was a sophomore on that team that beat Houston in Vi Slamma Jamma in the championship game, and a very talented announcer, I think. He did a lot of basketball, but now, Sean, he's in the tower. I think he does a decent job.
I think he does a great job, Harry. You're right. I think
kind of understated. He's not in that league with Jim Nance, but I think he's rapidly moving up.
I think there's a couple voices you'll hear on TV that almost sounds like the production is about them rather than what's going on the golf course. I appreciate those that really respect the players, let them be the stars of the show, and I think Terry falls in that category.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else that maybe we're missing from the big radar screen, Quinn, that impresses you?
You know, it's such a hard question, Harry, because if you'd ask us the ones we dislike, we could have given you all the names you wanted. We all have that head-shaking moment where Lanny Watkins goes, that perfect putt except for the line and pace. But the one that I miss most, I guess, is David Feherty, because every time I listened to him following a group, I felt like I was walking along outside the ropes, watching that group, holding a can of beer with my best friend. And he just had a style to him that made you feel like you were on the golf course. And that's a very, very hard thing to do.
It's hard to pull off. It's hard to imitate. And I think anybody that tries to is wasting their time.
And I must go ahead and throw in that my dear friend Buddy Marucci, who's working for Fox News, is also doing an outstanding job, and he did a great job with Holly Saunders and the junior last year.
I thought you were just going to mention Holly Saunders. I'm getting the wrap up. I wanted to say, and we don't have time to talk about it, I think Mark Rolfing does a great job in not overstating anything, having been there as a player, as is a young guy, Nota Begay. I think Nota Begay is going to be around for a long time on coverage of TV golf. All right, fellas, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back. More Inside Golf in just a moment. The Valley Forge Casino Resort is the perfect venue for your next conference or event. With a $6 million guest room renovation, 39 separate meeting rooms, and over 100,000 square feet of flexible banquet and exhibition space, it's the largest full-service hotel and only full amenity gaming resort in suburban Philadelphia. Located conveniently 30 minutes from downtown Philadelphia and near all major highways, Valley Forge Casino Resort is in the middle of everything. Entertain your everything and visit vfcasino.com for more information.
I didn't know much much about golf before first tee. My best part about putting is getting it in that hole.
The first year my driving would keep going off to the sides, and then now I keep it nice and straight.
I thought like getting that small ball in such a small target, I thought that was pretty awesome.
My game's pretty good, it's improved.
The first tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. I'm here at Medford Lakes Country Club. Thanks to our host, Rob Mendelli, for having us. Rob, why don't you give a final message to anybody out there who's interested in membership or any of the other events here at Medford Lakes?
It's been a pleasure having you here. Anyone interested, simply go to our website. The information is right there, our contact number. I'll be happy to get back to you, give you all your different options. We'd love to have you join.
It's now a chance for people, maybe even if they live just minutes away, to come here and feel like they're on vacation.
They sure will. They sure will, and we'll treat them right.
I'm sure you will. Thanks, Rob.
My pleasure.
And thanks for joining us. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up, and we'll see you next time right here on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.